Hello and welcome to my new tutorial. It's about my add-on quick spawn widget buddies. I worked for a month on it. First of all, how to install it. As usual, you just start the Blender preferences. You choose here add-ons and then you choose here install from disk, and then you choose your download, and then you choose the file add-on spawn widget buddies py and install from disk, and then it should appear here. If it's not enabled, just click here to enable it, and then you can go for it. And just an example, if you have an object here, you will find it here in the object properties, and here there will be a new entry spawn widget buddies. And it already showed you what he's missing because choose selection for source widget buddies. So I double this cube and I make a new collection and I call this cubes. And this is now my cube and I give it just a widget body. And then I hide these collection. And this cube here is my spawner. So I move it up a little bit and I add a plane, say S10, just that I have a ground, and I apply scale and I give this a widget body passive. So if I start this, nothing happens. But if I take this cube here now and I tell him copy from cubes, and I now have to say I just have this button here, add spawn instance. What happens then? You see here now we have a spawn collection. We have a collection here, and now we have some other settings here. So first of all, we have the option ordered, reverse, and random. I think it's pretty obvious. So if you have more objects, they will be spawned ordered, reverse ordered, or randomly. You can have a location offset, you can have an instance rotation, and you can spawn on a curve, and you can have an animation offset. Then here you tell how quick the object should be spawned, so every 10th frame. And here you tell number of objects. If it's 0, it will take the number of objects which are in the original folder. So here it will only spawn 1. And if I now click on spawn, you will see I have here a generated cube. As I told you, objects are 0, so it will just spawn 1 cube. And you see here it is spawned, 1 cube, and ready. Now that's a little bit boring. So we say 40 cubes. And now we animate this little cube here. So GY, and we tell here, and remember, this is our spawner. So now we have a location keyframe here, and we say at 100 GY something about here, and we say K location, and then we AT, I take a linear, and now you will see you have something more. If you press spawn widget buddies again, then it jumps to the frame 1 again, and now you see some spawning. Yeah, and this is the effect if two widget bodies are too close to each other and they intersect, then it will shoot out. So our spawn every is a little bit too low. So we take here 15. I have no idea why here is a keyframe on. There shouldn't be a keyframe. Okay, let's try again and then spawn. And now you see, oh, same effect. Okay, let's take 20, spawn again. Let's do it. Yeah, 20 is okay. And you see it spawns widget bodies every 20 frames. This is the easiest case. And what else can we do with it? Well, we could use example given a curve. So if I have a curve here, Bezier circle, GZ, S, make this a little bit bigger. And now I say to my little nice spawner cube here, I say use this Bezier circle. And now I spawn again, so spawn widget bodies. And now you can see it spawns as if the cube would follow along the curve. And there it spawns. Yeah, maybe we do this a little bit higher and spawn again, because as you can see, it intersects. Of course, it ignores now the animation because it just spawns along the curve. And I think you can make a lot of nice effects with it. What else should I mention? As you can see, the rotation of the objects are also rotated by the curve. So I can make this customizable if you want to. If a lot of people ask for this feature, I will make this also available. What else can we do? I want to show you a little test with the text. So I'm gonna add here a text object, and I'm gonna change this to this add-on is awesome. And I'm give this just for better looking, just another font. You don't have to do this. I just like this. And now I give this geometry a little extrude. And now I need to make these two separate widget bodies. And you can do this by many ways, but I like to do it with animation nodes, which is really great add-on, and it's free. You can download it, just search for animation nodes. And there's a really great node. It means object separate. And there you just took your source. So I take these text, and that's all. And now I say update, and watch this. I have now here separated objects as I wanted. The only thing you have to keep in mind, animation nodes does make the objects non-selectable, so you have to make them here selectable again, and then you see you have here single objects. Now I delete this because I don't need it anymore, and I rename this to my letters, and I give these letters all a widget body. So I'm gonna give this a widget body, and then I say object widget body copy from active. And now all these letters have widget bodies. As you can see, if I let it fall, it crashes up because it's intersecting with this plane. Oh, he generated now these in the letters. I don't want that, so I move them here and I hide my letters. What I'm doing now is I'm take my spawner here and I change the settings to letters. I now want to spawn my letters and ordered so I can see the text. And of course I have to press again spawn widget bodies. And now you see my text is coming out. Okay, now I move this down a little bit, then it looks a little bit better. But you see they are now wrongly rotated. And therefore I gave here these instance rotation. I don't know exactly what I have to input here, but I try with X90 and hopefully it's right. No, yes, but Z90 I need as well. Spawn again, and now, oh, not Z90, this is wrong. It's hopefully minus 90. Spawn again, let's see. Yes, now the S is in the right direction. This is what I wanted to show you. You can have now ordered. Of course, you can also use reverse ordered. I show you this spawn. See, it looks wrong because it starts with HDT and then here is the awesome reversed. Well, that's because we have still here number of objects 40. If you just take the length of the text object, it looks, of course, it will be right. And you see now it's coming with awesome. So this works fine. By the way, the objects will be distributed in an equal distance compared to the whole curve length. And if it's more objects, of course, then the objects, let's take random just to show it, will be more near at each other, as you can see. So what does the location offset do? Well, it's pretty easy. If you have example given here, let's take an empty plain axis, GZ, and I say GX, and I don't want to animate it. I just can say here in the settings, copy from, let's take the cubes, and I'm gonna do add spawn instance, and then I say location offset it is x2, and I spawn every 2 frames and spawn. And now you see the x, of course I need more number of objects, I just took 0, this was not so clever. Let's take 20, spawn, let's do it again, and you see the offset just does what expected. Of course I wanted it the other way to show you. Let's do it as I wanted it. So you see it spawns the rigid bodies with an offset. And that's what I wanted to show you. What you also can do is you can start the animation later. So if you want to spawn 30 frames later, of course it's possible. And then you see it spawns later. I hope you like it. And I also forgot the most important thing, you cannot bake rigid body normally. This will crash, but of course I have give you a possibility here. You can say bake all spawned rigid bodies. This will bake all rigid bodies in the scene and included by this generated one, of course. And it will take here the rigid body world cache frames. So you can say here, maybe I just want to bake until 40. And then you can choose here bake. And this will freeze all the view until it's ready. And then if you click on it, you will see you have keyframed location and rotations. And so the animation will be very quick. And I think that's what people want, because you don't want a lame viewport. You want to have a quick viewport. Because I just baked 40, you don't see too much. So let's do this once again. So I undo this. And now I want to bake my thing here. So all I have to do is click on my spawner and then bake all spawned rigid bodies. And this will essentially bake all rigid bodies. So you don't have to care about. And if I play now, you can see it's the same result, but you see now we have baked location and rotation keyframes, and for every single rigid body, which of course moves, not the passive one, but the active ones. Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you. I hope you like it. If you have questions, feel free, just ask me. The best is you ask on GitHub. Thank you very much. Have fun. Bye.